Chapter 2 continued. The girl. Mama Ritz smiled. It's easy, you just roll a 7 or an 8. If you roll a 7, you get good luck. If you roll an 8, you get bad luck. Simple. That's what Katie thought too, until they reached the stadium. It was a two-dimensional plane intersected by an 11-dimensional vortex, and the dice, whatever they were shaped as, because they flashed in and out of existence so quick, were being shot out of the vortex at high velocity speeds. As they passed the ridge, she saw this creature the size of a small mountain. It was moving quickly, like faster than was humanly possible. Is that Navatu? She asked quizzically. The one and only, replied Candlian. He's an archmage, so that naturally means he's really good. He's also a god, a minor god, but still a god. So watch out if he gets angry. Well, when does he get angry? Asked Katie. When he loses, replied Candlian. Who dares enter the field? Replied the giant beast of a thing as the ground shook under Katie's feet. She stood on a cliff face. Katie, she replied, scared from the bottom up. Roll, Katie, came the bellowing echo. Katie didn't know what to do, but suddenly she felt the power of the multiverse rise within her. She hesitated. What if what happened to Michael happened here? But Mama Ritz put a hand on her shoulder. She calmed down and saw the dice moving in and out of a manifold. Then she did what she had done at the lake and reached out with her finger and tipped the dice. It landed slowly, and she blocked the god, who tried divine intervention. Suddenly she heard a rolling boom. No! And the glacier began to burn up, and the planet became molten and sulfurous. The trees instantly incinerated. Katie felt Mama Ritz grab the tail end of her other dormant hand, and Candlian grabbed onto Mama Ritz, and they jumped up into the atmosphere, which was filled with smoke and steam and plasma. It all seemed to brush off of Katie like it was nothing. She had never felt this powerful before. Mama Ritz smiled up at her. You go, girl. Candlian pointed. There was a giant ship sitting on a pile of molten ash, about to go under into the seething froth. There, he said. Katie moved her hand, and an electric beam shot across the way, making the ship rise, and its door opened. The tractor beam pulled them in. Suddenly they were enveloped by light, and she was now standing at the helm of a large deck, and they were surrounded by creatures big and small. They were piloting the craft. Looks like the archipelago system awaits, said Mama Ritz, wiping her brow. Then the ship lurched as one of the creatures pulled a long golden red lever that looked like it belonged in an antique elevator. Katie could feel the rocket power of the vessel. A servant came up to her, quaking in his boots. He was rather cute, and he gave her a lemon soda. For you, ma'am, it said, sputtering. Then it ran back to its quarters. Livians, said Candlian. Once a proud people until Navatu won them for his galactic and divine gambling endeavors. Never bet your entire kingdom against the multiverse god of gambling. He put those poor critters in the lowest position possible, serving lemon soda, and they can only serve lemon, not grape or orange. Terrible. Katie frowned. She felt sorry for the poor guy. He was so obliterated and shattered, it seemed like. So this Doc and the Space Rangers, Mama Ritz. Yes, replied Mama Ritz, sampling some caviar. Who are they? Asked Katy, curious. And what have they got to do with my brother?